Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ponziani opening starts with c3, which allows white to try for a quick d4 pawn push at the cost of a developing move. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center and attacks the e4 pawn. Your better option was to prepare a bishop for development. They are threatening to win a bishop through a fork. Your better option was to add a defender to a vulnerable pawn. Their better move was to recapture a piece. Castling protects your king and activates your rook. They bring out their bishop, increasing their control over the center. Very good choice. Their bishop comes into play, attacking the center. You kick the opposing knight with a pawn, forcing it away. They move the knight to safety. This moves your bishop to a safer square. Both kings are castled now. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. This move left their knight hanging. That knight was yours for the taking. Their best option was to eventually win material. Your better option was to move a bishop to safety. You permitted the opponent to pin a knight. They've placed their knight on a strong outpost, where it can't be challenged by a pawn. You are material up, and simplifying the position is good for you. A straightforward recapture. Your better option was to develop further. You permitted the opponent to kick a queen. You are now able to checkmate the king. Your better option was to checkmate the king. They made the right call not to trade their queen. Your bishop has more scope from this square. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. You get a chance to eventually win a bishop. Nice, you found a way to win a bishop. This removes your queen that was threatening to win material. A logical capture. I like their choice. Clearly, you don't want to leave your rook in danger. Your opponent chose to counterattack your bishop rather than falling back. A good choice to move your threatened bishop. Moving their threatened bishop to safety. Nice move. Your bishop now controls more squares. That's playable. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Precise move from your opponent. This wins a pawn. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. You captured a free pawn. They played one of the best moves here. That is a great square for your bishop, giving it more scope. Their pin will win material. Nice, definitely the right move. Capturing your hanging rook. This was the only move. Creating a pawn chain. Your knight is now developed, bringing all pieces to the board. Your opponent activates their last piece, bringing all of their forces into play. You found a safer square for your bishop. Your opponent's rooks are doubled on the file, increasing their pressure on your position. This is a fine move. Decent move, but they had a better one. You are forcing your opponent to get an isolated pawn on a semi-open file. Your opponent created a passed pawn, giving it a clear path toward promotion. You take back. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. You missed a chance to win material, but you're still in a winning position. That's playable. Discovered checks can be powerful. Their king steps away from the check by your bishop. Now, your opponent can't stop you from winning material if you make the right moves. Their move is losing material. This is the way to win material. A clear recapture. You recapture the piece. You are now able to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. A discovered attack is always powerful. This time, you will win material with it. They move their king out of the check from your bishop. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. Their better move was to move a rook to safety. A clear recapture. They made one of the top moves in this position. You continue the checkmate attack. They are right on target. Your move gets closer to checkmate. They played the strongest move available. You're still on the road to checkmate. You captured that free pawn. Precise move from your opponent. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. They are right on target. You continue the checkmate attack. That was the only move. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. Their king steps away from the check by your bishop. Checkmate is always the best move.